Hey, it's Matt, and if you didn't know already, I'm here to help people get what they want. So, title of this video, you have nothing to prove. What I really urge you to do right now is to just close your eyes, hand on your heart, take a nice big breath in, a big breath out. Focus all your attention and your awareness on your heart. And just ask the question, do I have anything to prove? And if you sit with that question long enough, and you really feel into it in here, you will get the truth coming back to you. Why is this important? Why does it even matter whether you have something to prove or not? Here's why, and I speak about this in most, if not all, of my videos. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. Everything. And if you are coming from the place of, I've got to prove myself, I've got to get this job, I've got to do a good job, I've got to get the girl or the guy, I've got to earn this much money, I've got to get that car, that house, those letters after my name, I've got to get this type of body, I've got to push through, I've got to complete this thing so I can prove myself, that I prove that I'm worthy of the pay rise, I'm worthy of getting married, I'm worthy of my mom and dad's love and approval. I've got to prove myself. Because look at the words, prove myself, approval. I approve of you because you've proved yourself to me. But if you're coming from the place of trying to get approval, what you're saying is, I don't have approval now. And that's the energy you're coming from. And if you're coming from, I don't have it now, and you're coming from that place, this is approval here, and this is you, and I don't have approval, and I need to prove myself. I don't have approval, I don't have approval, I don't have approval. You don't get closer to the approval. I don't have approval, I don't have approval. It's like a magnet, a North Pole and a South Pole, because it's opposite. I don't have approval now. This is approval here, I don't have approval now, so it's North versus South. Give yourself approval, and approval comes to you because it attracts, because everything is energy. But I don't have approval now, and I'm trying to get it, and this is approval. The closer you get, it's gonna move away, and then it'll be a cycle. Approval's here. I don't have approval. I don't have approval. I don't have approval. I don't have approval. And it just constantly goes away. And you'll never get it until you give it to yourself, until you approve of yourself, until you have nothing to prove. Because when you come from I have nothing to prove to anybody, I don't have to prove how good I am. I don't have to prove that I'm worthy of love. I don't have to prove that I'm good enough. I give myself approval. I approve of myself. I am good enough. I'm good enough just 'cause. Most of you that know me will know that I am not religious, but I love some of the scriptures and the passages that come from religion, or from Bible, or from Jesus, or from God. And one of the passages I love that I battled with for so long was, well, there's two. One of them is, you were created in the image and likeness of God. You were created in the image and likeness of God. Now, that's not God as in some, again, old guy sat on a throne with beard. That's not God that I'm talking about. God is in light. God is in nature. God is in love. God is in everything. You are created in the image and likeness of God, which is pure beauty, pure brilliance, pure light, pure love. That's what you are created in. And if you're created in and out of that, that's all you are. That's what you are. So what's there to prove? When you are already enough, you are already created in the image and likeness of everything pure and beautiful that there is. There's nothing to prove, because when you come from that place, it's not, oh, I'm not good enough. You're perfect, whole and complete, just as you are. So you've got nothing to prove to anybody. And when you come from that place of I am whole, I am complete, I am enough because I'm created in the image and likeness of God. Again, my ego battled with this for a long time, and yours might too. But it's the truth, right? I'm created just like you in the image and likeness of God. And you just sit with that and you just hold that and you ask that question, is that true? And the truth always comes from here. It never comes from here, always comes from here. Your heart center, your heart. And you sit. Yeah, I'm created in the image and likeness of God. I have nothing to prove. I have nothing to gain. I have nothing to get from anybody. This world can take nothing from me, and it can also give me nothing, because I'm already enough. If you've got a full cup of water and you go out to the world and try and get more water in your cup, it's just going to overflow. You don't need any more water. The world can't take it from you because your cup's constantly full. It constantly gets refilled. It's all available to you. You are already enough. And the second passage, the second phrase is, be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. That's not an egotistical statement from me telling you that I am God. That's, again, everything is one. We're all one. My mind is your mind. We're all connected. Everything is one. Whether you like it or not, it doesn't matter. Science has proven that. We are all one. It's not woo-woo spiritual stuff. Science is proving that. We're all connected to the mind of God. We're all one. It's all one universe. It's all one. It's all one. We're all connected. We're all God. We're all light. We're all love. We're all nature. So be still and know that you are God. And sit with that and be still and know that I am God. Again, this isn't religious preachings at all. It's just the truth of the existence, of energy, light. It's just everything. So when you know that, you have nothing to prove. Now imagine coming at the world from that place. Now you might still go and do the job. You might still go and try and attract your soulmate and get into a great relationship and get the body. You might still go and do the same things, but you're coming from a different place. There's no striving to get it. It's just knowing that it is there for you. And it's just a matter of time before it shows up, because you've got nothing to prove. You get to have it just cause. And if you want to talk about materialistic stuff, like if a Ferrari is your dream car, you get to have it just cause. You don't have to prove that you're worthy and deserving of the Ferrari by getting a certain amount of money or a job status or even family. Like, oh no, our family is poor. We're not the type of people to have Ferraris. Of course you are. Everybody is. It's access to everybody. The mansion, the Rolex watches, any materialistic stuff. But also, like, if you want a log cabin in the woods and all the time to just pray and meditate, you don't have to go and earn your right to do that. It's available to you. Your soulmate, you don't have to prove yourself to the soulmate. Now, on that note, your soulmate might be vibrating at a certain level, and if you're vibrating here, it's not that you're not worthy and deserving of it. You just have to raise your vibration to become the person, to be the person that is vibrating with your soulmate. And then when you're here, you're available to them. And it becomes a magnet, right? Because your soulmate might have standards. And if you're vibrating down here, if you're negative and egotistical, and they're like here and soul and heart-centered, and positive and abundant, it's not going to match. But as soon as you step into heart, soul, truth of who you are, knowing that you're worthy and deserving of the very best that this world has to offer, and there's more than enough to go around, and you don't have to prove yourself to that person, they become an energetic match to you. Remember, everything is energy. They become an energetic match to you, and you can't not attract it. It's impossible. because everything is energy. The law of magnetism states that like attracts like. Opposites push away opposites. If you're negative, someone's positive, you're going to push them away. If you're positive and they're negative, you're going to push them away. If you're abundant, heart-centered, positive, happy, you're going to push away all the negative, egotistical stuff. Egotistical people, or people with a very strong ego, hate what I'm putting out there. They hate it. They hate it because they live in a world of comparison, competitive, getting, beating, getting one over on the other guy. Dog eat dog world. Got to prove myself. Got to beat you. Egotistical people hate me and my stuff. Whereas heart-centered spiritual people love what I'm putting out there because they're about not comparison and competitive, but collaborative, creative, all as one. Win-win situation, not win-lose like ego, but win-win. How can we find a win-win for everybody? How do I win and you win? And how do we both win? How do we both move forwards? And how can we create a much better experience for everyone in the world when we come from this win-win place and a place of love rather than fear and doubt and worry and ego? Egotistical people hate me because the energy is different. Completely different energy. I've got heart, I've got love, I've got light. They've got dark, fear, egotistical, fight, and it clashes, and it's north versus south, and it's repellent energy, and we push each other away, and that's absolutely fine. There's no judgment here. But I've got nothing to prove to those people. I haven't got to try and win over the egotistical people and prove that my way is right and their way is wrong. I've got nothing to prove to anybody. I'm just being me. I'm just being me, being me, being me, and being me. Because I've got nothing to prove. I've got nothing to get from anybody. I'm open to receiving more good than I've ever received before, but I'm not here to get anything from you. I'm here to give to you. I'm here to give this energy to you. And more, the more I give, the more I get. The more I give, the more I get. In terms of energy comes through me to give to you. And I give this light and I give this love and say, hey, there's nothing for you to prove. There's nothing for you to get from the world. You don't need approval. You don't need a love. You don't need admiration. You don't need respect. You can give all of that to yourself. You can sit and just be like, hey, I give myself the approval to be whoever I want to be because I don't need anything from anybody. And here's the paradox of it all. When you give yourself permission to be who you really are and you bring that to the world, you will be more loved, more liked, more appreciated, more respected than if you were coming from a place of I need to try and get all that stuff from the world. Because people feel that you're trying to get from them. They feel that you're trying to get from them. And they're closed off. They're like, oh, no, no, no. Because most people are in this lack, scarcity mindset. They don't feel like they have enough. So when they feel like someone's trying to get from them, they're like this. But when they feel like someone's trying to give to them, then they're more open. So if you're in like a sales role or something, you're trying to sell yourself, or maybe you're trying to get into a relationship, so you're trying to sell yourself. Come from a place of, I've got nothing to get from you. I don't need what you have. I'm going to just present my value to you. It's up to you whether you receive it and want to make a fair exchange or not. I had a massive problem asking for support and donations to this channel. I had a massive problem with that. Because I was like, oh no, that's me trying to get from other people, but it's not at all. I'm open to receiving. If you feel that this is valuable to you, there's a link somewhere near this video that will help you make or allow you to make a donation to my channel. I'm completely open to receiving that if you feel that there's value coming from me towards you and you feel a bit off because you're like, oh, I'm not giving anything back to Matt, and you want to like give back. Knowing that the more you give, the more you receive. That's what I've learned recently. The more I give, the more I'm receiving. I'm not out to try and get. I'm out to give because I am full. I am pouring from a full cup, and the more I pour, the more gets poured to me, and I just keep giving and keep giving and keep giving and keep giving and keep giving, knowing that the law of reciprocity, just like the law of gravity, the law of reciprocity states that what you give, you will receive. What you sow, you will reap. And if I want more good from the world, because why wouldn't you want more good? coming back to you in whatever form that takes, but the content is more good. If I want more of that, knowing what I know, what you reap, what you sow, what you reap, what you sow, you reap what you sow, I go, right, cool. So if I want more good, all I've got to do is give more good. That's it. It's basic maths. It's like if I want to create the number 4, all I've got to do is add 2 and 2 together to get 4. It's basic maths. It's science. It's maths. You can't argue with it. It's just like gravity. If I want the ball to go down, if I throw it up, it's going to come down. If I want more good from the world, because why wouldn't you want to be filled up on the good and allow yourself to experience all the good that this world has to offer, instead of me trying to get it and manipulate and influence people and places and situations and circumstances to give me more good, I just put more good out there knowing that it's just going to come back. I'm not putting good out there to get back, but I know that when I put more good out there, more good comes back to me. And that's the cycle of life. But I've got nothing to prove. You've got nothing to prove. No one's got anything to prove. I haven't got to prove to you that I'm worthy of your good. I haven't got to prove to you that I'm worthy of your value. I just give my value. I just be who I am. Some people are going to go, that's not valuable. I'm not going to give to that. Other people are going to go, yeah, that's valuable. I'm going to give to that. Same with you. You've got nothing to prove to anybody. But when you be who you really are, which is love, which is light, which is abundance, which is truth, which is joy, which is happiness, that's what you are. Image and likeness of God, remember. God is joy. God is love. God is light. And when you allow that to pour out into the world, that is just what's going to come back to you. Pour fear into the world, fear is going to come back to you. Pour anxiety into the world, anxiety is going to come back to you. Pour stress into the world, stress is going to come back to you. Pour anger into the world, anger is going to come back to you. Pour love, light, joy, happiness, abundance into the world. Love, light, joy, happiness, abundance is going to come back to you. That's the way it works. You are at cause of your experience. You're not at the effect of the experience. You're the cause of your experience. You are at first cause. You got nothing to prove. Nothing to prove to anybody. You're not here to try and get anything. Approve of yourself, love yourself, because that's what you are. Pour that out into the world. And if you're afraid, I get it. I was afraid of that too, because it was a different way of being than before. And my ego put up so much resistance to it. But once you've shed that ego, once you've shed that skin, that layer that the world has put on you, that coat that the world has put on you, that parents may have put on you, that teachers may have put on you, that you need to go and get from the world, you need to go and prove yourself. You take that coat off, you put it down and go, no, I'm actually good, thank you very much. I don't need to prove myself to anybody. Doesn't mean you just sit at home and don't do anything because you're like, I don't need to prove myself, I'm just going to sit at home, I'm good enough. But once you're in that space of I don't need to prove myself to anybody, I don't need to prove myself, so what do I really desire to do? Who do I really desire to be? What do I really want to be? While I'm experiencing this human experience, who do I really want to be? What do I really want to do? What do I really want to give and put out there? Knowing that I don't need to prove anything or get anything, what do I really want to do? And then amazing answers come out. And then you go and pour that out into the world. And then your people start to surround you, start to like what you're about, start to get magnetized to you, and you're receiving from them, and you're giving to them, and you're receiving from them, you're giving to, and it's a beautiful dance with the people that you really want to be with, rather than this egotistical competitive fight with people that you don't really enjoy being around, but you feel like you've got to get one over on them and prove yourself better than them, and it's just a beautiful dance of just joy and light and love and peace and happiness, and you're pushing away all those egotistical people, and that's absolutely fine because you don't need anything from them. You don't need their approval. You push them away and go, hey, I'm just going to love you as you are. You carry on with your competitive, like dog-eat-dog world in the rat race. You carry on. I'm just going to be over here doing light, love, joy, happiness, peace, abundance, creativity. I'm going to dance that dance. Everything's a choice, remember. You can either choose that way, you can choose that way. You can choose peace, light, joy, love, and connection with people, collaboration with people, creativity, or you can do ego, competitive, comparison. Everything's choice. Thank you very, very much for watching this video. I do really, really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on the socials. All of the links are below. If you feel that this has been valuable and you love more of this, you want me to keep doing stuff like this on this channel, please make a donation to the channel. I am open to receiving any amount that you want to share. If you don't want to make a donation, that's absolutely fine. I'm not going to hunt you down. Thank you very, very much for watching. Remember the truth of who you are. You are light, you are love, you are peace, you are joy, you are abundance. You are created in the image and likeness of God. You have nothing to prove, nothing to gain, and nothing to get. You are enough. Bathe in that today. Breathe into that today. Come from that place. You will have an amazing experience doing that, I promise you. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I will speak to you soon.